Game 2, round 2 in both the Eastern Conference and Western Conference playoffs. I've got a best bet in each of those games for you. You know I sprinkled a little baseball in there, and of course we have a parlay of the day. This is the free three. What's up, guys? It's Boy Noble Living back with another DYF Bets video where I'm breaking down my favorite picks and plays of the day as we just try to get to the bag together and make some money. Man, I think it's official to say that we are in fuego. We are hot to start the month of May. Yesterday, another winning day here on the channel. 3-1 on the day. Only thing that we lost on was the Astros first drive run line. And when you think about it, I really tossed in a rookie pitcher that I shouldn't have, and that was just a rat piss wager. But otherwise, Steven those points, no sweat bet there. Pacers in the first half going over the team total. Come on now, there's no defense being played in this series. And then Altuve got it done in the 9th inning. That's what we need, baby. 3-1 on the day. Our 21-5 start to the month of May has been absolutely crushing it, and we need this momentum, especially after that dismal April, man. I appreciate all the love and support. If I've been making you money this month, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this with somebody so this way we can continue to beat the sportsbook together, keep riding this hot streak. Hopefully we can keep that momentum going today, and I have a few best bets, so let's dive into it. For my first best bet of the day, we're going to run it back with a bet that cashed in for us once, so why not we do it again? And that's Mr. Jason Tatum, over 9.5 rebounds, minus 120 odds. Now, this is just a game in a series for me where I just am leaning more towards the under. I think the Celtics are really good defensively. We saw the Cavaliers series against the Magic that they just can't score the ball. And truthfully, it's just really hard for me to trust the Cavaliers here because it's basically Donovan Mitchell and company. I mean, he's really the only person who's aggressive shooting the ball. And that's for me, I just think that their offense is really stagnant. They miss a lot of shots. We saw that in the Orlando series. And I think there's no difference that's going to happen in this series. The Celtics are a better team defensively to me than Orlando. Why would they not struggle with the Celtics? We saw that in game 1. They didn't even crack 100 points, and now here we are in game 2, and I think that Jason Tatum is going to continue to dominate on the rebounding on the glass like he's been doing all playoffs long in all series. Keep in mind this postseason, Tatum is averaging 10.5 rebounds per game, including 11 last game, 12 the game before that against Miami, 11 the game before that, 11 the game before that. So he's been pretty consistent on the boards, and we still continue to get good value with this. If you don't just trust the rebounds, then take his double-double at like minus 130, or you can hedge off of that if you think he might get the assist. But this will just allow you to be able to get the opportunity, whether he's dishing the ball or grabbing the rebounds. But I think the rebounds are the best play here. Like I said, I think it's going to be a low-scoring series. Missed shots. Tatum is really the only big guy right now who can grab rebounds besides Work. Obviously, Porzingis is hurt. And then Jared Allen, him coming back in the lineup as well. I don't know if it's going to happen this game. They still haven't ruled him out. But I think that also helps the rebounding angle as well, because it means Tatum has to be more aggressive on the defensive glass, because you know Jared Allen's going to crash the offensive glass. So these are just things that I'm thinking about. As long as we continue to get the value here and be able to get it under 10 rebounds, I like that. 10 rebounds, I think, is a solid number for Tatum. He's been able to catch it consistently. So let's do it again today in today's matchup. So let's move on to the Western Conference now, as we obviously have game 2 between the Thunder and the Mavericks. And this is going to be a narrative play for me, guys. Right now, typically, I give you guys a lot of statistical back data to support the plays that I take and I like. But today, this pick and play is going to be a narrative play. Do I think the Thunder win this game? Yes, we're going to kind of get to that in a second. But I think the narrative right now around Luka, the things that people are saying, I just don't 100% agree with. I know he's been struggling thus far in the postseason. He's been one of toppled. It looks like the knee injury is really bothering him. Haven't played, not at the best of speeds, and just not his usual himself. He's not shooting the ball well from the three-point line. He's still shooting a lot of volume, but the percentage is terrible. But for me, I think Luka has a rebound game today. Hears the narratives that people are saying about him. So because of that, we're going to go over 30.5 points, minus 120 odds on BetMGM. So I was actually looking at my spreadsheet earlier where I track all the plays that I bet. And it's crazy. I don't take any Luka player props. And it's probably because you can never get any type of value with him because his numbers are always super inflated. Like his PRA line, for example, will be like 55, 56. Obviously, there are games where he gets 60, 70 and higher because, I mean, that's the type of player that he is. But sometimes, obviously, you have to really be playing at a high level every single game for you to actually still cash in on that bet. And that's why I'm not a big fan of it. But everyone's talking right now about Luka's offensive performances. And does he have to be better? Yes, let's be honest. We all know that. But at the same time, he has not necessarily been playing terrible from a stats perspective. He had 9 assists last game. Yeah, only 19 points. So you got to do better than that. But in the series against the Clippers, they were also on him. But keep in mind, he had over 30 points in 3 of the 6 games and double-digit assists in 3 of the 6 games and 9 2 other times. So for me, it's one of those things that Luka might not be scoring effectively like we're used to at the high efficiency rate, but he's still distributing the ball. He's still having decent games. And I think this is a good bounce back spot for him. And I like the value that we're getting here at 30.5. Also talk about a narrative. Joker got the MVP yesterday, and I don't even know if the Joker should have gotten it. So I think SGA and Luka, number 2 and number 3 in the MVP standings, will come out tonight trying to prove why they should have won it instead of Joker for the 3rd time. So those are just a few narratives that I'm looking at in this game today. And I think because of that, Luka has to step up. He knows his team in order to compete. He has to be scoring points. Kyrie obviously has to play a little better in game 2. But I also think the referees are going to be giving the Mavs more calls in today's game. But not only because that's what they did in game 1 to the Thunder, but also because I think the Mavs are going to be more aggressive. And guess what? If they are aggressive and forcing the refs to call fouls, then I believe that Luka is going to be right there in the mix. Get some easy ones at the free throw line that can also get him going here. So 30.5 points, you never get that type of number with Luka. And everyone's talking about Lu Dort's defense. Hey, I get it. But for me, this is one of those things where Luka, I think he plays with some inspiration. He can score on anybody in the NBA. And so 30.5 points, I'm willing to lay that here. So let's head over to the baseball card real quickly now, since we got the 2 NBA plays out of the way. Now let's be able to look at this late night game between the Cardinals and the Brewers here. And this was rained out yesterday, so I'm going to basically run it back with what I had in a parlay that I really liked. And that's the Cardinals in the first 5 on the money line, minus 130 odds. Now in this matchup, Sonny Gray is going on the mound for the Cardinals, and that's really why I like it. 4-1 in the year, 0.89 ERA. He's pitched super efficient thus far this year. I mean, the guy's looked in amazing form. Last start against the White Sox, 7 innings, 3 hits, no runs given up. The start before that, actually the 2 previous starts before that, he went 6 innings in both of those starts, and you know that's kind of been an issue for Sonny Gray going late into games, and he only gave up a combined 3 earned runs over those 12 innings, so I really like that as well. So the form that he's in, I'm willing to lay the juice with him. I'm willing to back him. The Cardinals can score 1 or 2 runs off of Tobias Myers, who's going for the Brewers today, and in 2 back-to-back starts, he's given up 4 earned runs in less than 5 innings. So for me, we're just isolating to the 5 innings. I'm going to take the better starter here, so give me Sonny Gray, Cardinals on the first 5 money line as our baseball best bet of the day. And now for our final pick of the day, our lay of the day, we're going to go for something a little cross-sport pars here. Change it up a little bit, and what we're going to do is we're going to go with the Thunder on the money line, and we're going to tease down the Astros and Yankees total and take it down to 7.5, and we're going to go over, and if you do that, it gets you to plus 140 odds. Now, I know this is like kind of a little bit of a more of a weird parlay that's not one that what I usually do. Sometimes I'll give you guys hitter parlays. I'm always trying to change it up, but I really like this parlay here because first, I think the Thunder win this game. I think the Thunder right now, they've covered the number at home in 8 of their last 10. I mean, they've just been able to win games at home, and it hasn't been absolutely close at all. I mean, literally the first game was a 4-point spread. They won that game by 20 plus. It's just like they did the same thing with the Pelicans. So they're playing really good at home. I'm not fading that right now. We're getting 5 points. I do think you can cover that as well. So lay the 4.5. But for me, I'm just going to take them on the money line. Now, for the reason why I like the Yankees and the Astros here, I want to take the over, is because I think we have 2 pitchers that we're getting value on that are not really as strong as we may think they are. And first one is Ronald Blanco, who's going for the Astros. He's 3-0 on the year, a 2.09 ERA, which is 12th best in the American League. But this is the thing. In his last few starts, he's given up at least 2 earned runs in each of those starts, and that's been against Seattle. That's been against Colorado. That's been against the Nationals. Ever since he pitched that no-hitter, he's actually not been as efficient, and we expected some regression from him. But now he's facing a Yankees lineup that is crushing right-handed pitching right now. We've seen that in 2 games thus far in this series where they dropped 9 runs yesterday. They dropped 10 runs in the day before that, and now it's against Justin Verlander, an ace-level type pitcher. So for me, it's just one of those things where I just like the Yankees offense here. You can take a look at their team total, isolate that, but I think they're going to be able to score runs. But I'm willing to say that Marcus Stroman, who's going on the mound for the Yankees, is going to give up a few runs himself. He has a 3.41 ERA on the year. He pitched strongly against the Tigers in his last matchup, only 1 earned run over 5 5 innings, but we've seen him get into trouble before. 4 earned runs in the start before that against the Brewers, 3 in the start before that against the A's, 4 earlier this month against the Marlins. So we've seen him give up runs in the first 5, and for me, it's just one of those things where we're taking the full game, not just the first 5. Astros bullpen has been questionable as well. Maybe get a few more runs later on for the Yankees. So for me, let's just go with the Astros and Yankees over 7.5, and then we're going to parlay up the Thunder on the money line as our parlay of the day. Well, that's it for me today, my friends. 4 best bets I'm giving you guys on today's channel and today's card. Give me Jason Tatum over the rebounds. Give me Luka over on his points. Give me St. Louis Cardinals on the first 5 on the money line. And then give me the Yankees on the Astros over 7.5. Parlayed out the Thunder on the money line to get you to some really good plus money value there. For more picks and plays, I'll be adding throughout the day. Yes, we have early baseball today, so I'll definitely have a few games for you guys and plays in those games. Click the link in the description. Join the free Discord group. I got you guys, and I'll see you on the other side. Hopefully, we can keep the hot month going. Let's keep cashing in those bets. Let's get to that cheddar. Later, gang.